Tyler, what's going on tonight?
What's going on is we have another wonderful special guest tonight, the Luau. I cannot wait to see how he performs. But before we get into that, Justin, we have some orders of business to take care of from last week. And so I say we talk about that first. So
yes, okay. So for those of you that are familiar with the channel, Templar Pops was on last week. He had a little trivia competition. Tyler and I did a little friendly wager on an over/under. I had the over. Templar got enough questions right to get the over, and that means Tyler had to perform a humiliation to start the video, to start the the live this week. And so I told him what I wanted done, and Tyler, you did it. I believe you had a camera crew there to film it, and if you could take it away, let's share with the people what you had to do for your humiliation.
All right, well, here goes nothing. Let's go ahead and let's play the clip, fellas. Well, I lost the trivia battle, so it's been decided by the Council of Bros that my humiliation will be the Lego Walk of Death. Well, there it was. It was pretty brutal. I did, unfortunately, I lost one of my feet. Thankfully, they were able to save the other one. My hands are all mashed up. One of my fingers is gone. But, it was all worth it for just an excellent round by Templar Pops. You got to take your hat off to him. He had a great round. He bested me. I didn't think he could do it, but him in the chat took it over the finish line. So I had to do the humiliation, and I will live with a permanent disfigurement because of it. Yeah, but I gotta tell you, it was worth it. What a great round.
Well, you are a real trooper. Yeah, great round by Templar, and he definitely earned that, and I earned that as well. I'm super proud of you. You did a great job, and you really recovered quickly. I mean, no sling, no nothing. You look good. Look good.
Yeah, I heal at twice the rate of a normal man. That's
fantastic. Yeah. Well, that's Tyler's humiliation. We'll see who does it this week. But now let's bring in our guest. So what's on tap tonight is Star Wars trivia with our special guest, the Luau. Let's bring it right on. Luau, what's going on, brother? What's going on?
Thank you for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Of course. Thanks for coming on. So
thanks for being here.
How are you feeling about Star Wars trivia? As you requested, we made these questions incredibly difficult.
Yes.
We'll see how. I'm curious to see how well I do.
Okay, well, for those of you that may or may not know, we have an over-under. And now I'm Vegas when it comes to betting. So when it comes to trivia tonight, Luau's going to have 10 questions. I have to place an over-under on how many questions I think he's going to get right. Tyler then gets to select the over or under. I take whichever one he doesn't take. And then, of course, the winner wins and gets to choose a humiliation for the loser to perform, as you just saw Tyler with the dreaded Lego walk.
Oh, I feel for you on the Legos.
It was rough.
Yeah, that was rough to watch. But, I mean, you really blew it by not believing in Templar last week. So the question is, are you going to believe in the Luau tonight, Tyler? Are you going to believe in the Luau? Because we are setting the over-under at 6.5 questions correct tonight. 6.5.
Okay.
So for you, do you think he is going to get 7 or more right? Or do you think he's going to get 6 or fewer right? Now, again, Tyler, you go ahead. You tell everybody. You're the rules guy about how the chat works because Luau's not totally on his own tonight. He's not totally on his own.
So, and that is an important bit of info. As always, we encourage the chat to participate. They can give right answers, wrong answers, misleading answers, funny answers, absurd answers. And he can always go to the chat for help. He just has to sift through all the nonsense to do so. And I think that's the key here. I think the Luau is feeling pretty good about his trivia knowledge. I think the chat's going to be there for him. You know what? And I think I learned my lesson with Templar last time. I'm going to take the over. And we're going to get him, Luau. We're going to make justice to that humiliation.
I like it. I like the confidence.
All right, Tyler is taking the over. That means Luau needs to get 7 or more questions correct for him to win. But before we get into that, let's do a little Star Wars Q&A, a little rapid fire. We're going to find out a little bit about you and your Star Wars background, what movies and characters you like, and a few other fun questions. We're going to do it rapid fire. You can take a few seconds to think about your answers, of course. But I'm just going to fly right through these so we can learn a little bit about you. Are you ready? And maybe embarrass you a little bit. We'll find out.
We'll find out. Let's see.
All right, here we go. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What Star Wars film is your favorite Star Wars film?
Return of the Jedi.
Favorite Star Wars character?
Chewbacca.
Favorite character is Chewbacca. Interesting choice.
That's actually my wife's favorite character as well. She reminds me every time she sees it on screen. It's a great character.
Interesting.
I love it.
Is it because of the physical similarities they have, or is it another reason? Did she watch this?
Yes.
Is she watching? Is she watching from the living room right now, staring at you like this?
She towers over me, but that's what I'm into. So it's
okay.
fun.
Great. Who is your least favorite Star Wars character? And you can't say Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, wow, took that one away from me.
Pulls out the rug right from underneath you.
Wow.
What character do you love to hate?
Jeez,
there's got to be somebody. Piss somebody off. You really got to make somebody mad. So they can be like, how can you say that?
The guy always with Jabba the Hutt. I forget his name.
Fortuna?
Bib Fortuna?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Bib Fortuna. Luau hates Bib Fortuna.
Yeah.
Who's the sexiest Star Wars character?
Oh, Princess Leia.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And I have a question for you. Are you an angel?
No.
Are you an no? Oh, I was gonna say you should live on the moons of Iago, I think.
I like it.
If you could keep see, some of these are set up my bad jokes, but if you could keep one droid as your personal droid, who would it be?
C-3PO.
Oh,
that's 2 C-3POs in a row.
2 C-3POs. This is shocking. That's unfortunately, Luau. That's the wrong answer. That's not correct. That's not what anyone.
It's K2SO. Yeah, the correct answer is
K2SO. Maybe R2D2.
He's a close second.
Close second. Okay.
Why does everybody like C-3PO? Because he's kind of whiny and he insults people all the time. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
He knows 6 million different languages.
Never.
I guess so.
Very helpful.
If you could ride go-karts with a single Star Wars character, who would you go go-karting with?
Lando Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian. He seemed like he'd be a cool guy.
I feel
like you'd be the guy who would get yelled at for like bumping into people, but he would never get yelled at. You know what I mean? I just feel like nobody would ever yell at Lando.
Too much charm.
If you could go to the bar and have a beer with somebody, can't be Lando. Who would you go to the bar and have a drink with?
Han Solo.
Okay. Seems to be a common choice for that one.
Yep.
Do you like sand?
Yeah.
You do? I don't really care for it. It's rough, it's coarse, and it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
Yep.
Prequels, originals, or sequels?
Originals.
I knew you were going to say that. That's going to be a very common response to that question, I think.
It's the age group. I grew up with it, so it's, you know.
How many times did you pause and rewind the scene in The Last Jedi when Kylo Ren force Skypes with Rey with his shirt off?
None.
You liar.
Oh, come on. Yeah, right. There's no reason to lie. This is a safe place. You can be honest.
All right.
Wearing out the tape. I had it frozen on that section for a long time.
I assumed you did.
Just soaking in that tall drink of water. My goodness.
You're going to get a lot of crazy looks from your wife after she watches this one. Luau, after that lie, now all your answers are suspect. Is the reason given for the Emperor's return and the rise of Skywalker acceptable? That being that the dark side of the Force is a pathway to many abilities some would consider to be unnatural. That's the reason they gave. Is that acceptable?
That's acceptable to me. Yes, I was fine with it.
That's incorrect. The correct answer is no, it's not acceptable.
Oh, man. Okay, he's struggling. He's struggling in this round.
I know it was hated. A lot of people didn't like it. But I was all right with it.
What's your favorite Star Wars Funko Pop or collectible in your own collection? Do you have any Star Wars in your collection? You've got... Anybody who can see him in the background, he's got tons of Funko Pop fire behind him.
And I stay away from Star Wars because it's too massive and too addictive. But probably General Grievous would probably be the one in my collection that I like the best.
That's a great one. Absolutely great one.
That is correct. You get a point for that.
You do get a point. That was a correct answer.
He's Grievous. I haven't seen the new Hot Topic in person.
I haven't seen the new one either. Yeah, I say OG Grievous, meaning the original 2 lightsaber Grievous.
The orange juice Grievous, yeah.
The orange juice Grievous.
Although that new 3-pack, when it hits Amazon or whatever, I think that could be a big one.
Are you talking about the holographic one?
Yes.
Oh, that one looks awesome. Yeah, that one looks really good. Let's see here. Where are we? Have you ever cosplayed as a Star Wars character?
No.
He had to think, though, which means
he did.
Was he going through his cosplay costumes?
We went to probably all the prequels and the new ones. We went to opening nights, so I had to go back and think in my head, did we ever... We talked about it, but we never did it.
Never even like a robe and a lightsaber? Okay.
Not even a lightsaber.
Okay.
Right.
If we know anyone in the community who knows you well, we will vet you and we will find out if that's true.
And if there is a picture that exists, we will find it and we will post it on here. No doubt about it.
If you find it.
Who's more adorable, Grogu or Babu Frick?
Babu Frick.
Well, there you go. It's not the one. I guess maybe I would expect that one. Hey!
He's pretty dope.
What upcoming Star Wars project are you most looking forward to?
Ahsoka series.
The Ahsoka, I think that's going to be a good one, too, because I'm pretty sure Grand Admiral Thrawn is going to be the villain in that one.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be so good. And let's see. Here's your final question. Was the Anakin and Padme love story the most epic in movie cinematic history?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
The answer is no. That's incorrect. The answer is no.
It's not true, but...
It was good. It was good, I like
okay, yeah, all right. but no.
There's some other better ones, but who turns that way? It
never did feel like a hostage situation for much of it, but that's all right.
A little bit, but there it is. That's rapid fire with the Luau. Well done, Luau. We learned a little bit about you and your Star Wars prowess and your likes and dislikes, and now it's time to start our Star Wars trivia. The over/under is 6.5. Tyler has taken the over, which means
pressure.
I need you to get 6 or less questions right. Now, here's the deal. Since I sort of read the questions, I am really going to need you to be ultra specific. I'm going to need you to pronounce every answer correctly. I need you to spell every answer correctly. And if you mispronounce or misspell or you do not give a full, complete answer, you will not get credit for it.
Okay.
As long as you're in the ballpark, we're going to count it. Don't listen to it.
Oh, man. Hey, everybody, hop in the chat. What's going on? We're about to start. Luau is about to get rolling. Here we go. Question number 1. These are in no particular order of difficulty like Tyler and I typically do. They are just random Star Wars questions. I would say these are on the average difficulty scale to average to a little on the easier side, but we'll see. Here we go. Question number 1. This character built C-3PO, although he never got to finish him and, give him coverings and all.
That would be Anakin Skywalker.
You don't want to go to the chat? Are you sure you know this?
He doesn't need it. Look at that confidence.
Did you say Anakin Starkiller? Is that what you said?
Finally,
Anakin Skywalker.
Oh, Skywalker.
There's one question correct already. So you know what? I think we should really be talking about what will Justin be doing for his humiliation next week. I feel like should we? Let's just cut to the chase. He's got this in the bag. What should we have Justin do? Maybe eat a what's one of the hottest peppers in existence?
Cayenne pepper, ghost pepper,
Reaper.
Reaper pepper. How about I drink a Reaper pepper beer?
Oh, maybe we'll have you like shove a Reaper pepper up your butt or something like that. Like really go all out.
Whoa.
Oh my God, we're gonna take this over the top, man.
Okay. Luau, there's a lot riding on this, and if you want to go ahead and get some questions wrong,
man, Justin is very nervous now.
I'm gonna need to rewrite a few of these at the end to make them a little more difficult. All right, Luau is 1 for 1. Pepper. He's 1 for 1. I don't feel good about this. I feel like I made him too easy now. All right, here we go. Question number 2. Although he was typically referred to throughout the prequels as Count Dooku, he had this Sith name, which was actually spoken in Attack of the Clones.
Ooh.
Count Dooku's Sith name, and it was said in the movie Attack of the Clones. And just remember, you can go to the chat. So if you want to take the Templar Pops answer right here, Reaper, you could say Darth Reaper.
I'm going to trust Templar Pops and say Darth Reaper.
Darth Reaper. Are you sure? Is that your final
I'm
answer?
go with Templar Pops on it, yes.
I'm sorry, Luau, that is incorrect. It is not Reaper. It is not Reaper. It is Tyler. What is it?
Darth Tyrannus.
It is Darth Tyrannus. That's correct. Okay.
That's okay. That's all
now
right.
I feel better.
All right.
I feel absolutely better. And remember, you can take your time. Wait for the chat. Oh, see, they're coming in too late. Brian, if you'd waited, Brian had it for you.
Right
there it was.
You got to take the Templar strategy. You know, if you're not sure, just take back and be like, you know what, I want to think about this for a minute. I want to ruminate on it.
Think about
it. Get a pop of beer.
Percolate. Yeah, exactly. Put your feet up. Take your time. You know, no reason to rush it.
All right.
That's true. You know, you use StreamYard, right? When you stream?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So for anybody who doesn't know, we didn't give him a proper intro. Luau obviously has a very popular Funko unboxing channel. He was one of the first unboxing channels that I found when I got into Funko Pop collecting. And he puts out, you put out more content than anyone. I mean, you drop so many videos. I mean, like, how many do you drop on a week on average?
I think with everything, with lives and everything, probably 7 a week.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, you're dropping a video almost every single day, it seems like. So if you love Funko Pops, collecting, unboxings, all that stuff, check him out. His link is down in the description. Check out the Luau. Of course, when the live is over tonight. Or if you're watching on replay.
Give it a few minutes.
Yeah, watch this, rewatch it a few more times, and then go check out Luau. Of course. Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. So yeah, StreamYard, I think you use StreamYard, right? There's typically like a 4 or 5 second chat delay.
There's a little delay, and sometimes the chats don't come up because I'm not watching on the iPad, or it's just straight StreamYard. So
gotcha. Okay. So all right, you are 1 for 2. Now I feel better. Right. If he crushed that one, like knocked it out of the park immediately, I'd have been like, I'm done. I was like, I'm done for.
You are just fine. You got plenty of breathing room. We're gonna get through this.
Yes, I can still miss 2.
No, we're gonna psych him out. So you've already proven that you're not ready for this, and you're gonna strike out all the way through, and it's gonna be a second humiliation for Tyler next week, and it's gonna be all your fault, Luau. You are gonna drive him to it.
I'm gonna feel bad.
No one cares about Dooku's Sith name. We're fine. Let's get to the good questions.
Here's an easy one for you. I'm gonna make it a 50-50. True or false? Question number 3. True or false? At the end of The Rise of Skywalker, Rey hears several Jedi finally reach out and speak to her, including Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels. True or false? She hears Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels when listening to all the Jedi at the end of the movie.
We'll give the chat a little bit on that one. I think I feel comfortable with an answer. But again, I haven't watched Rebels, so I don't know. But I think I'm comfortable with an answer. But let's see what the chat comes back with.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you can take your time. We got one in the chat. Brian says that's true. He says that's true. That Kanan Jarrus is heard by Rey at the end of The Rise of Skywalker. And then, of course, there is Rey, who never gives a proper answer. So
who's having a stroke. If someone is near Rey, someone please go help him.
I'm going to go with Brian because I thought this was true, and I'm going to say true.
You did think it was true. And you are correct. It is absolutely true. Rey does hear Kanan Jarrus from Star Wars Rebels.
I thought about being like, Yeah, it's true. That's a good question. Really, a true good question. That question.
Truly, Justin, truly, that was an excellent
beautiful
question.
That question. All right, got 2 in the bag. Well done.
All right, so he's 2 out of 3. He's trending right about average. Now, just a reminder to those of you in the chat, Brian, it's okay to put a wrong answer in there too. Let's feel free to trick him. Feel free to trip him up too. I'm just saying.
Thank you, Brian. And Jedi.
Oh yeah, Jedi John was in there hot too, wasn't he? Yep, he came in there with the true 2. Okay.
Jedi John is the king at putting the right answer in the chat after someone else already has. That's Jedi John's deal. I'm just kidding. Here we go. Question number 4. I need this one. In The Last Jedi, who did Finn and Rose go looking for on Canto Bight? They could identify him by his red plum bloom. Who did Finn and Rose go looking for on Canto Bight in The Last Jedi?
And now, since there's something on the line for both the Luau and myself, and so I assume he gets a phone a friend at some point, and I can go ahead and I can answer and just give him a hand. I think that's fair, right?
If I get even a whiff of you trying to cheat, I will shut this stream down. You will forfeit. What? Luau will forfeit. Luau will have to do a humiliation also if he's caught cheating with you. He will have to do the humiliation with you.
We would never do such a thing.
It rings a bell. Thank you to Templar. It is the code breaker.
Oh, does it ring a bell, Luau?
It rings a bell.
Does it ring a bell? So, hold on. You said you're going with the answer in the chat there, and you said it is Big Hero 6. Is that what you said your final answer was?
That's a close one, but no, I've got to go with Templar on this one.
You are.
Code breaker.
I'm going to need you to be more specific.
Ooh, more specific than the code breaker. Oh.
I will give you time, but I want Tyler, and I think Tyler would agree that this is, I am reasonable in wanting more specificity.
Completely disagree. That is an acceptable answer. We should be moving on right now. Luau, in a totally unrelated note, can you go ahead and send me your phone number real quick? This has nothing to do with the trivia.
I just wanted to text you about those Funko Pops we were talking about earlier.
Master code breaker.
Is that your final answer?
That's what my final answer will be.
Unfortunately, that is correct. It is the Master Code Breaker.
There we go.
well done. Luau is now
Beautiful.
3 for 4. And so now really this is going to be the swing question. If he gets it right, he's ahead of pace. If he gets it wrong, he is below pace. So this is a key question here, question.
Oh, and an interesting thing happened in the chat too. Brian said DJ on that one. Another code breaker who they see, but not the one they were looking for, which is why.
Brian, if you did that for me, thank you. Thank you for not just flooding it with the right answer.
I was showing it. Brian's playing the game. He's playing the game.
Okay, well, 3 for 4. Here's the pivotal question number 5 before our little break. So here we go. Question number 5. He's doing great. This is the stormtrooper number of the character that helps Poe escape the Finalizer in The Force Awakens. I do not want his more common name. I want his stormtrooper number. Well, he's hesitating like he's just watching the chat.
I wanna do the thing like in 30 Rock, where Tracy's walking around people playing cards, and he's like, "Hey, you want to go to those 3 clubs later tonight?"
My doctor says I have 4 hearts.
Right. And I want to just keep subtly slipping the answer into conversation, but I'll play it straight. Okay,
yes. And Jeremy is correct. It is FN 2187 or Finn.
You're already willing to accept that. What about Cpoop 30.9?
No, it's FN 2187.
Now hear this. We have THX 1138 and we have TX 1138 also in the chat.
All tempting, but FN 2187. Final answer.
Number combination, letter combination. You accept it as it is right there.
Yes.
Are you sure?
I don't know about the dash, but FN 2187. Yes.
That is correct. It is FN 2187.
Man, you really tried to talk him out of that. He's like FN 2187 final answer, and you're like, Are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's the final answer. You don't want to change it? Do you want to look around a little bit before you decide?
I mean, there's other answers in the chat. Luau, check it out.
There's others.
Well done. Well done.
All right, 4 for 5. You are looking great.
Not bad.
And
Not bad.
I am going to strengthen these questions. I'm going to redo these here real quick. Try to make these a little more difficult.
Oh, yeah. Templar knows what's coming. He knows what's coming. Oh, man. It's
Well,
gonna,
I mean, if you had to eat it, it's going to hurt the next day coming out anyway.
Exactly.
I guess so. I mean,
Well,
that doesn't make me
it's
feel any better. I don't feel any better, guys.
Yeah. It'll hurt going down and hurt even more the next day.
Yeah. And see, he gets to avoid the hurts going down thing. It's all in the same region. So that
Thanks,
I'm doing
guys.
you a favor by saying
Well,
that.
let's not be so hasty here. It's not over. It's not over.
It's looking
No.
pretty
But just a reminder that we are on Patreon for all of you that are interested in supporting the channel. We have 5 tiers? I don't know. Thank you to all of our Nerd Level 1, 2, and 3 patrons, and of course, our council member, Templar Pops. We love you all. Appreciate you so much. If you are interested, there's a link down in the description. We do Star Wars trivia. We do giveaways and all kinds of other fun stuff for our Patreon. So if you are interested, check it out in the description down below.
Indeed. And now is Templar still leading the trivia as of now, right?
He is still leading the trivia. I think
Yeah.
I'm going to do maybe like a week 6 update halfway through because there's some people that haven't taken all the quizzes yet. And so then I want to make sure everybody has the same score. And then we'll kind of do a little leaderboard again. But Templar is still in the lead. He's beating some serious Star Wars trivia fans.
But remember, if he wins the quarter and he comes on the show, it's not going to be like the guest trivia. He goes through the gamut of getting the full Padawan, Jedi Knight, Jedi Master questions to see how well he does. But, I was thinking, should we do it, too, to where maybe we spin a wheel and whatever movie it lands on, he gets like 1 week to study that movie, and then we do the questions in the same way that we normally do them? What do you think about that?
I like that.
I like that.
That would let them really get some serious study time in.
Really try to dive in.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the winner, of course, of the Patreon trivia question or contest gets to come on, sit in the seat that the Luau is in right now, and compete
His very
for
seat.
prizes.
You got to get. We'll
You
send
get
you the Luau's
get a
address.
Get you to his house, and you can sit right in that chair, right in front of all those beautiful Funko Pops right there.
There you go.
There's probably, let's get his address. There's got to be like $100,000 in Funko Pops.
Let's. I can pop
I
that
don't
up.
think it's
So
that,
right
I don't
on
think it's
screen
that
here.
much. I also have a storage unit, so I don't keep them all here. But I don't think I had that much.
Okay.
All right, so are we ready to move on?
I'm ready.
Are you sure? It's not like, the connection's bad and we're going to lose you before you get to 7 because we can always reschedule. Okay, all right, here we go. Come on, Justin. Focus. Maybe if I read these in a weird way, you won't be able to focus and then you'll get it wrong. There we go. This is the only other character of Yoda's species we see in the films. And what a surprise, she is on the Jedi Council too. How's that? Was that pretty good?
Ooh, that's pretty good.
You know what? I think I'm gonna leave. I'm out of here.
Well, as far as you know, he went 4 for 10, so you are the loser again. That's a shame.
Oh.
Here we go. Ray. All right, Ray, you're going to help Templar with the peppers? What about beers? Can't I just do beers? I don't know. I'd be happy to chug a beer as my punishment. I think that would be a fair punishment, that I have to chug a Reaper pepper beer.
I don't know. I walked on Legos. That's way worse than hot coals. Those things are like razor blades. You ever just stepped on a Lego like in the middle of the night walking
I
through
have.
a living
and it's
room?
the worst. It's the
Excruciating
absolute
pain.
worst.
Yep.
Here we go. Now, here we go. This is a Star Wars Schmodown here, the JTE rule, which is a repeat of the question. And I will try to read it in the same voice if I can. This is the only other character of Yoda's species we see in the films. And what a surprise! She's on the Jedi Council too. See, he can't.
You guys don't know
focus.
this. You guys don't know this, but that's Justin's actual voice.
Yeah, I'm doing a voice
He's doing
right
an
now.
accent now.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ah! What is that?
Pops it in the house.
Ladle? Like a Jewish ladle?
That would be a Yaddle.
Yiddle. What about, and then Diddle? The cat and the fiddle?
Wow, I don't know this one. Let's see if I trust anyone in the chat. Trust the Sith, huh?
Trust in the Sith. We have a lot more dark side members that show up in the chat than we do light side members.
Yeah. We attract people from the dark side.
And just throw it out there, Yaddle. I don't know.
Pop Sith, you son of a bitch. It is absolutely Yaddle. Oh, my goodness. Why do you always come in and crush me like that? I had him. We had a stopper there.
You had me.
Oh, my God.
Man.
So good. It's like he's nowhere to be found, and he just shows up just before the buzzer and just sinks a three to win the game.
It's exactly. He's like Steve Kerr off the bench, where Jordan he's got nothing. He's triple teamed.
The last shot, absolutely.
And then Kerr just comes in from the free throw line. He just nails it. Like
beautiful
Pop Sith.
Beautiful.
Well, I'm in big trouble.
That you are.
Because he only needs to get 7 right, and he's 5 for 6 already.
Thank you guys, chat.
Oh my goodness! So here we go. I need to be. It needs to be like, quote the last hour of the movie in its entirety.
Piece of cake. We got this.
Well, it's not the last hour of the movie, but it is a quote. Question number 7. Before his death in Return of the Jedi, Darth Vader utters these 3 words as his last.
Ooh.
These are the last 3 words spoken by Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi. It is Larry Bird, says Templar Pops. Templar, that's only 2 words.
2 words. Wow.
And now, is there a way to block Pop Sith from the chat? Let me see if I can block him real quick.
Okay, Templar says,
I'm going to go with Jeremy just because I think I know he says it. I'm going to go, you were right. Tell your sister you were right.
That is absolutely the correct answer.
Luau, you're good.
Jeremy! One person keeps putting the right answer, and every time he looks at a different person, and he's like, I'm going to go with that one.
That's what's so amazing.
They help me ring the bell, and it's like, tell your sister you were right.
Yeah, and that's the thing, too. It's not like, he's had to pick from a few, like the FN 2187, right? People threw a bunch of random answers out there, but he knew right away it was the FN 2187.
Once you see one, it rings the bell, yep, and I can just picture it, FN 2187.
Yep. And it's kind of worked out perfectly to where there's always kind of been someone in the chat with the right one that he could pick from while the other ones are trying to mess with him. Oh man, this has been absolute great. I mean, perfect. Could not have asked for anything better. Justin is like flop sweating right now. Look at him. He
wanted the next 3. He has to strike out coming home, or I'm done. And now you could have went with Ray. Don't reheat fries. I love how then he puts all the dots and dies with a star on the end.
But there's a trick to reheating fries. The thing is, you can't do them in the microwave.
No,
you can't
do them in the
microwave. Yeah, if you do it in the microwave, you're right. That Darth Vader would have been right to say that.
Yeah.
But you can do them in the oven. Some people do it in a skillet, the broiler,
air fryer.
Air fryers.
Yep.
Air fryers are like the great modern invention. You can cook anything in an air fryer, and everything is like crispy and really good.
Comes out good. You can't go wrong with it.
Now we cook everything in there. We've made grilled cheeses in there. We cook vegetables in there. We cook all kinds of crazy stuff.
Oh, you can't beat it.
Which brings us to our next segment. Our sponsor, the air fryer. I believe we have.
Fry your grilled cheese with air. Okay, here we go. Question number 8. Feel free to just shout out whatever random stream of consciousness comes into your head so we can move on to question 9. Here we go. Question number 8. On Tatooine, Luke used to bullseye these at Beggar's Canyon, and they were much bigger than 2 meters.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tyler's just smirking. He's feeling so good. He feels so much better.
I feel so good about this.
I'm in big trouble. Because we have chat help, maybe I made these a little too gettable, but maybe not. Maybe
It's
I
so
just
tough
set
to
the over
say.
under low. Maybe a 7.5 would have been a better over under on this.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's so tough to say because I wondered about that with Templar because that was that was the first one with the guest, and it was kind of tough because it's like, yeah, how much will chat help? We don't want it to where a guest doesn't get any right, but we don't want them to just blow through it like it's nothing. But it came down to the last question with Templar. It was perfect, a perfect round to where we weren't sure who was going to win until the very end.
Well, I'm trying to picture at the end of New Hope, he's sitting there and he's thinking about it. And I'm going to go with I'll go with Wampa rats. I don't remember the rat parts, but I remember Wampa. So,
what did you say? Skittles?
Tempting, but no, we can't do Skittles.
So now, you say Womp rat? Is that what you said?
Wampa rats. I'll go Wampa rats.
A Wampa rat.
Womp rat.
I'm gonna give it to you. Womp. It's a Womp rat. That is correct.
Okay, I was gonna say
it's over, and that's 7 points out of 8 questions.
Oh my gosh!
2 in the bag, and
woo, well done, man. What a performance!
Well, I think the chat's
Now I'm going to have to do some very embarrassing thing, like only wear one sock tomorrow, or I'm only going to get to brush my teeth for 10 seconds, or I'm going to have to go outside without a hat on for 5 minutes. It's really going to be embarrassing. I'm sure Tyler's got something really, really sneaky like that up his sleeves.
Oh, I've got something really spicy in the works.
That's a callback, everybody.
That is a callback. Well, wow, that was a terrific round.
It was a good one. We got to see the other 2 questions.
Well, we do,
definitely
let's definitely take a look. And I'm super excited for both of you
because why not just shove the dagger in a little bit further? I mean,
why don't we just if I were in Vegas right now and then you knock these next 2, I would be fired. I would definitely be fired.
Look at that.
Campbell's popped on just to say congrats. Look at that.
Much appreciated, Campbell's collection.
And now we have both of our guests. Now Templar and the Luau, first 2 guests, have made it to the over. Both of them made it past the over. So 2 strong performances back to back. Very impressive.
All right. Well, let's roll it right along. Let's get into it. Question number 9. Let's see if you can beat Templar. What did Templar have last week? 8, I think, right? So
yeah, it would have been.
It was 8. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Question number 9. At the beginning of The Empire Strikes Back, Luke uses this call sign while trying to reach Han, who incidentally was referred to as Echo 7.
Wow.
What is Luke's call sign at the beginning of The Empire Strikes Back on Hoth? I love that Ray's always rooting for me. Thanks, Ray.
We got Ray in there, my cheerleader. Thank you, buddy. I love it. I love the cheers. Oh, man, I'm so excited for Justin to do this humiliation. I got so many things just a cooking. The wheels are turning right now.
Just a cooking. Just a cooking.
Oh, man. Just a cooking in my beautiful new air fryer. You can get it.
Well done. Yeah. We're going to keep rolling that.
I'm gonna just go off for whatever reason it sits in my head, Echo 5. I don't know why, but I'll go with that one.
Is Echo 5 your final answer?
I'll let it be final answer, yes.
That is incorrect, unfortunately, Tyler.
It's Echo 3.
It is Echo 3 is the correct answer. You did, however, guess a number, which is something that Ray never does, or if he does, it has a decimal. But you picked a whole number, which is good, and only off by 2. Echo 3, still doing great. 7 out of 9. One more. And to me, these last 2 were meant to be more difficult. I think this is the most difficult question. So if he ends up with 7, again, I think I probably sat a very good over-under at 6.5. So here we go. Probably the most difficult question. Question number 10. Luau, in Return of the Jedi, this Kowakian monkey lizard nearly chews off C-3PO's eye.
Ooh.
He also has an insane laugh.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Wow, that was very good. Did you do the laugh for the movie?
Name.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
When I was.
Let's see if the chat throws
1 or
something
2?
that jags my memory on this one.
Yeah, this is great scene. And who isn't it R2 that ends up coming over and saving C-3PO?
He electric
jumps to the ceiling. Yep.
Just everybody just messes up R2, or R2 messes up everybody. That dude punks so many people throughout the entire Skywalker saga.
He does.
Yeah, look at that. Great impression.
Great impression.
I mean, you gotta hand it to him. When he's on, he's on. Tell you, he actually, Justin does have some strong impressions in the bag. He pulls them out very selectively.
Yes,
but when he does, they can hit hard. He's very, very good.
Yeah, obviously because of my voice, which sounds very odd, I do a great Kermit the Frog. I do a really good Ray Romano. You know,
that's essentially the same voice. So I don't know that you should be. Bragging
that's what I mean. People tell me I sound like a cross between those two. So
I'm going to go with Jeremy and the Pop Sith and say Salacious B. Crump. It doesn't ring a bell to me, but I'm going to go with it.
Say that one more time.
Salacious B. Crump.
So you're taking Pop Sith's answer here?
I'm taking Pop Sith's answer and Jeremy's answer.
Well, they're not the same. They're not the same answer. So I'll let you choose.
Salacious B. I'm going Salacious B. Crump. Crumb.
Crumb?
No, I'm going Crump. Crump. I'm going Crump. Salacious B. Crump.
It doesn't matter, but you are wrong. It's Crumb.
It's Crumb.
It's Salacious B. Crumb, but I would have given it to you anyways. It was probably a typo for the Pop Sith. So
doesn't matter though. You already had it in the bag. It did not matter. What a great round! Holy crap!
Thank you, chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Great dynamic between the Luau and the chat, and ended up being a very, very strong performance, and with the ideal result, meaning that Justin will be doing a humiliation next week. And that's all we could all ask for. You know.
I could have asked for a worse performance. I could have asked for less help from the chat, more misleading answers. Pop Sith, when I'm up or, I am in the over, yes, swing in like Tarzan, save the day, drop right answers in the chat left and right. That's fine. That's great. But when I have the under, no, Pop Sith.
He's done that for you before. I remember one round where I was legitimately nervous you were going to get a perfect round because we have a humiliation on the line for that as well. And this is a really hard question. It's like the first one, and 12, 13 questions Justin is struggling with. Pop Sith wasn't there for the beginning of the round, shows up, boom, right answer, boom. Justin is saved. I'm like, if he goes on to get a perfect round, Pop Sith, I swear I'm blaming you, man.
He does that a lot. He swings in and saves the day. So, real quick, just a reminder, affiliate links are down in the description below. If you're a collector, we have an Entertainment Earth link down there. Star Wars stuff, all kinds of collectibles. It's a great way to support the channel. Mint condition guarantee. I've heard people complain about Entertainment Earth before.
I've never had an issue with it.
I have always gotten double boxed pure mint Funko Pops from them. I've never had an issue from them.
I mean, there's a few times where they put it's the exact almost size of the box, but I've never had damaged. And the one time I did, I called them and they sent me a new one. I didn't have to send the old one back, no questions asked, and it wasn't that bad. So I haven't had issues.
I've never had an issue with Entertainment Earth. So again, the affiliate link is just to help us. It's no additional cost to you. So a great way to support the channel for collectors. And then if anybody's a content creator, we have links down there below too for all the programs that we use, Epidemic Sound, StreamYard. Again, if you're a content creator, those are the things that we use that we approve of. And if you sign up for any of those, we get a commission, but it is at no additional cost to you. Great way to support the channel. So check those out if you are interested. And now it is the last call. So we're going to slam some beer. I don't think you're drinking, Luau. That's fine. Tyler and I are going to slam some beer.
Slam some beer.
And you feel free to pitch yourself, whatever you want to do. Talk about the channel, talk about something. Tell a funny joke. Do whatever it is you want to do. You talk to the camera for a living too.
Yeah. Give us your type 5.
Just give us your type 5. We're going to slam beer, and then we're going to do your final question.
You guys slam beer.
All right, here we go.
Cheers.
Thank you all for joining, guys. Make sure you guys go support these guys. Awesome trivia. Thank you to chat. Much appreciated. Pop Sith, Templar Pops, guys. If you love Funko Pops, go check out Templar Pops and mystery boxes. It is awesome, and you can find some discount codes around if you want to save some money off his mystery boxes.
That's right. There you go. Good shout out. I'm switching beers here. Did we even talk about what we were drinking?
You didn't.
This is the first time I think we have ever not introduced our beer. Have we ever not done that? We jumped right into the humiliation.
Yeah, we just got right into it. I think we're just very excited to show that walk of death, so it just jumped right into it.
I had an Oberon to start, and then I am now switching to a Sam Adams Boston Lager. So that's on deck for me, and I'm cracking it right now. I typically don't drink out of a bottle because I'm civilized, but
right, because you're an adult. But yeah, this is a berry Weiss I have here, but I'm doing it margarita style, where I wet the rim and then I sprinkle cocaine around it, so that way it numbs my gums while I drink it. It's really, if you haven't tried it, I'm telling you, it's worth it.
Exactly. Nice. I was gonna make a joke about like kids at home, but we'll probably get shut down. So that would have been a joke.
No, we're done.
Yes, only for consenting adults, of course, who can legally consume drugs. Yes, try it. Give it a try. So
right, yeah, some kids, their parents gonna walk in. I don't know what are you doing, little Tommy? I'm putting cocaine on the rim of my drink, like the BookBarBros told me to.
Of my apple juice.
Right.
All right, Luau, it's time for your bonus question.
All right.
Okay.
Now, typically we do these as multi-part questions. Sometimes they're list questions. You are getting a list question.
Okay.
Just gonna finish pouring my beer here. So, what you have to do is you are going to have to list all of the correct answers, not in order, but you have to give me all of them without making a mistake.
Okay.
So when you are done, you have to tell me you are done, or if you give an incorrect answer, you are done and you lose. Now, this isn't for anything. This is just for fun.
Just for fun.
But that is how the final question works. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Here we go. Final question. Luau, I want you to name all the planets that our heroes step foot on in episode 4, A New Hope.
Wow, episode 4, A New Hope. Tatooine. Ooh.
Feel free to take your time. You can think about it. You do not have to give an immediate answer. Tyler and I, on these multi-part, these longer questions, we will sometimes spend as much time on these as we did on the 5 previous questions. So
because they're hard. I mean, the one time in the Phantom Menace, I mean, you asked me all of the pod racers and like what their names were, what their species were. I mean, like that took forever for me to come up with. I think I spent like 20 minutes trying to go through and
took
get
a long time to get to that question.
It was like, their names, their species, the types of ships they had.
Well, I think you gave the species, but I didn't ask for it. I think I said,
that's right.
I said, tell me how many racers finished. Name all finishers in order. I think that's what I said. Oh, and tell me who died. Who died?
Oh, that's right. Wow. And then we had the debate because then there was the one guy who mysteriously disappeared, and it was up in the air whether or not he died.
Whether or not he actually perished during that.
Yeah, we probably spent 20 minutes, half hour just on that one question.
Yes, we did.
So I'm going to go Tatooine.
Okay.
In my mind, I want to say Alderaan, but I think they just blow that up. I don't think they ever are on that planet. And then, we can't necessarily say the Death Star is a planet. And the problem is I don't remember the last planet where they get their medals. But I think that it's just... I'm just going to go Tatooine and then whatever that one, and I'm not going to know it. But that's what I'll say.
So is your answer Tatooine, and that's it? You don't know? Or is it Tatooine and you're going to accept that planet even though you don't know the name? I'll give you credit for it if you want to accept that.
I'll accept that, yeah.
Okay. Tyler.
We do have Templar in the chat. Looks like StreamYard is lagging a bit. There we go.
4.
Yeah, it's always 5-6 seconds or so behind.
It sounds familiar. Yeah, it could be. But all right, I'll trust Templar. I'll go with Tatooine and Yavin 4 because I guess we can't necessarily consider the Death Star as being a planet.
So your final answer is Tatooine and Yavin 4. Is that correct?
That's correct.
That's sorry, but that is incorrect, Luau. That is incorrect. Tyler, do you want to take a stab at this?
Is Dantooine in there?
Are you asking me? I can't give you hints.
I wasn't really thinking of hold on. Goes there. They go there. They leave from there.
Now this is where Tyler does this really annoying thing where he like goes through his mind like scene by scene, and he will get everything right, but it might take an hour. So, but he will come up with the correct answer. Like he really does. He's that kind of guy who'll be like, "No, I know it," and you're like, "You don't know it. You don't remember." And he'll be like, "No, I do." And then he will refuse to let you give him the answer. And then like 15 minutes later, he just says it and it's right. But are you ready? I'm going to get... So somebody in the chat put something in there that is the clue to answering this question correctly.
Yavin for a moon.
Jeremy says, wasn't Yavin 4 a moon? Jeremy's right. Yavin 4 was a moon. So
you're saying you're not counting Yavin 4 then?
Yavin 4 is not a planet. I said name all planets that they step foot on. Ray. Oh, he snickered. Resident Evil.
So is it just Yavin that they go to?
Yavin? Do you mean Tatooine?
No, I mean Yavin.
No, they go to Yavin 4, which is a moon.
So but you're not counting that? Where else do they go?
Because it's a moon.
See, I don't know. I didn't think that the last medal ceremony was on Tatooine.
It is not.
I think there's got to be at least two. Tatooine, and then there's one other one. They leave Tatooine, and then where else?
So Luau is incorrect, Tyler. I'm going to give you a 30-second countdown timer here to give your final answer.
I am just not.
And then
sure.
we're going to cheers off into the sunset. And I'm going to go have another beer and watch Peaky Blinders because I started watching that on Netflix the other day. Does anybody watch that?
I still haven't watched it. Is it pretty good?
So far, I just started the second season. Luau, have you seen Peaky Blinders?
I have not. No, my wife is like, she gets into the binges and goes nuts. She binged Grey's Anatomy for 3.5 weeks.
That's a lot of freaking binging. Yeah, how many seasons is it now?
17 she went through in 3.5 weeks.
Seasons. Oh my god.
And that's like 20 some episodes a season. Oh yeah. I didn't see them all, but I saw enough.
Yeah, I have also seen enough because my wife has also seen every single episode of Grey's Anatomy. And there were times
I even tried to know the answers and tell her, this guy's going to die next season, and tried to tell her, and that didn't even work.
Oh my god, that's a dangerous game.
Yeah,
that is a very dangerous game.
He dies a horrible death. That didn't work.
That guy's going to die in a plane crash.
Yeah, that's what I told her, and she didn't believe me. Yeah, sure enough.
All right, Tyler, give me your final answer so we can wrap this thing.
Well, because Yavin 4 is, I believe, where they do the medal ceremony at
We've got Tyler baffled.
Dantooine is, I know, where the rebel base actually was, even though she tells him it was Alderaan and they blow it up. It was actually Dantooine. But you also say that our heroes step foot on.
Well, she lies and says it's Dantooine, but that's not where it is. That's where an old rebel base was.
Yeah. I don't know. If there's another one other than Tatooine, I'm blanking.
So what's your final answer?
Tatooine.
That is correct. The only planet that they step foot on in Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, is Tatooine. Okay. That was a complete trick question, and you both absolutely fell for it.
Yeah, we also got the right answer. The reason I was actually thrown off by that because you say all the planets, and I was going through it, and the other one that popped in my head was, like Luau said, the medal ceremony was Yavin 4. But then you say that doesn't count, and then I'm like, oh, but you say all the planets. Like I was like, I must be missing something.
Don't you see how I capitalized all A-L-L all in the question?
Right.
That was all purposefully misleading.
That was smart.
Planets.
Because then it's like Alderaan, just like Luau said, is blown up. They mentioned Dantooine, but our heroes never step foot on Dantooine.
Correct.
And then I'm like, I was trying to go through every scene. Like, am I missing something? But like, no, they're essentially in space, on ships, on the Death Star, like the rest of the time. Like, wow. Yeah, that's a fun question.
Well, good. Yeah, I was going to say, I wondered, and see, Luau was there, and I thought he was going to get it. I thought you were going to be like, I don't know, Tatooine.
That last medal ceremony, and I'm like, I didn't think it was a moon. I thought it's got to be another planet, and I don't think it was Tatooine, so that's what threw me.
Yeah.
Well, you did great, my friend. Thank you so much for coming on. The winner, of course, tonight is Tyler. He took the over. Luau did better than I had anticipated.
Killed it. Well done, sir. Absolutely tremendous round. And don't try to play it off all in the chat. Remember, there was plenty of times where there was a bunch of people trying to mislead you, and you immediately picked the correct answer. It was a great performance, and man, it's going to be very satisfying to watch Justin's humiliation. So make sure you'll tune in next week.
Man, well, I don't think it's going to be very satisfying.
It's going to be pretty satisfying, I think.
All right, I'll wear my socks inside out or whatever crazy thing you have planned for me next week.
Yeah, keep thinking that's all it's going to be. That's going to make it that much sweeter. And with that, what's the plan? We're gonna pull from the vaults? I think from a signature sign off from the vaults.
Yes. So normally we do end all of our lives with Tyler's signature sign off. Now we don't have a new one obviously this week, but we're gonna go to the vault. We're gonna show one of our classic favorite sign offs from the past, and we're gonna end it there. So let's play that one.
20 awesome life hacks. Put frozen grapes in wine to keep it cold. Okay. Bloop, blop, blippity, bloppity, bloop, kaboo. Now this is pod racing. Keep your hands clean by eating chips with chopsticks. Whoops. Now this is pod racing. Put your feet up higher for easier bowel movements. Now this is pod racing.
I crack up every time.
And there it is, a classic signature sign-off. And of course, remember those Now This Is Pod Racing t-shirts of me on the exploding toilet are available as
they
always.
They are available on our merch store. Check out the links in the description. Thank you so much again to the Luau, our special guest. Check him out. Links down in the description. Luau, you did great. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you, everybody who was here. Thank you for the chat. Thank you for helping out. Give this thing a big thumbs up if you like this. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, we'll see ya.